Ceiling 500 overcast.
Still not at the tops yet. I'm getting rocked by the bumps. You can probably see the camera bouncing around. We're battling a 32 knot headwind here, so just a windy, crazy day. Kind of going to skirt the south edge of this thing.
Caution, inside TFR.
It was showing fuel over destination, was getting a little too close for comfort.
So I am in the car on my way to the airport. I'm so lucky. The airport is less than 20 minutes from my house where my hangar is. I'm going to be taking the Cirrus to Kansas City today from Lansing, Michigan. Got some business meetings Monday and Tuesday there. So I'm flying out today, Sunday, to hook up with some friends, have some dinner. We do have an NFL game going on in town. I'll be landing at MKC, Mike Kilo Charlie. I'm expecting there's going to be a lot of fancy private jets there, people in town for the game. We're going to be in IMC for a spell today. I've got about 1,000-foot ceilings, and then I'm going to stay in IMC all the way to Chicago, so maybe 40 minutes or so. Because of the headwinds, I'm staying down at 6,000, and I've still got a 35 knot headwind. So what was going to be about a 2 hours 55 flight is now going to be about 3 hours 50. So it's slowing me down and keeping me low, but I'll get a little IMC actual time today. So it should be fun. I'm looking forward to it. Let's go fly.
Wind 170 at 6. Visibility 6. Mist. Ceiling 400 overcast. Temperature 10. Viewpoint Niner. Cirrus 712 Lima Foxtrot, Lansing clearance. Cleared into KC downtown airport. As filed. On departure, maintain 4,000. Expect 6,000 10 minutes after. Departure frequency 118.65. Squawk 5713.
Alright, so we got our clearance. We are cleared to MKC, that's Kansas City, as filed, so we've already got that into our flight plan here. 4,000, expect 6,000 after 10, frequency 118.65, squawk 5713. I've got 4,000 in, I've got 118.65 in, I've got 5713 in, I got the flight plan in.
1753 Zulu, observation, wind 180 at 6. Visibility 9er. Ceiling 500 overcast.
There, we got X-ray. Checking the ADS-B. We've been cleared for takeoff. Landing light comes on. And I see nobody within 4 miles. I'm definitely not going to see them today because we've got low ceilings. We are overcast at 500 today. So we're on boost. We're full rich. Flaps are at 50. Recirc is off. Mags are on both. Engine looks good across the board. We're cleared for takeoff. Nothing coming in on final. Nobody on the runway. I see markings for 28 left. We're in the right place. We're going to be in IMC almost immediately. I see 28 left on the runway. Let's get lined up. There we are, lined up beautifully. Let's advance to full power. A little bit of left crosswind. Airspeed's live, both places. Look for 77. There is 77. Lovely takeoff. Windmilling into the wind a little bit, which I can live with. In IMC any moment.
Cirrus 2 Lima Foxtrot. Monitor flight conditions. And contact departure. Good day.
Monitor flight conditions over to departure. Good day. 2 Lima Foxtrot. 1800, still climbing. Lansing departure, Cirrus 712 Lima Foxtrot, 2,000 climbing 4,000 on direct Cuban.
Cirrus 712 Lima Foxtrot, Village departure radar contact, maintain 6,000.
Up to 6,000, 2 Lima Foxtrot. Tops aren't quite as low as they thought they were. Still not at the tops yet. Surprised. Thought we'd hit those tops a little earlier.
Great Lakes Delta, 18,
We are above it. It's 3,400 that we broke out. We're at 4,000 now, still climbing. 712 Lima Foxtrot reports tops at 3,400.
712 Lima Foxtrot, thank you.
That headwind's already hitting us, 31 knots right at our nose. Take a quick look at our climb checklist. Full power climb, oxygen not needed. Power lever looks good. Mixture is still full rich. Flaps are verified up. Airspeed 120 or better, correct. Fuel pump is on boost, yes. Fuel flow looks good. Engine parameters are good. Still 10 degrees out, 10 Celsius out, so no need for pitot heat. 200 away from our cruising altitude 6,000. Still doing 1,300 feet a minute. Very quick climb today, it's cold. And there we are, leveled out at 6,000. We'll get some speed up while we take our manifold down. I'm going to get it down to 30.5 and then we'll lean it. Alright, there's the engine at 1,600. It's running smooth, oil pressure looks good, temperatures are good, no issues. Cruise altitude, good to go. Power lever, good to go. Fuel pump we're going to leave on. Mixture has been adjusted. It's a little bit cool, I overshot it. I'm going to go ahead and switch switch fuel tanks. Only got one engine. So that is the climb out. We got no traffic on the scope.
Next departure.
Next stop on the flight plan coming up, but not for a while. We got 118 nautical miles before we get there.
Contact Alright,
so I will check back in with you in flight occasionally and definitely at the descent into Kansas City. Like I said, looking forward to this flight today. It's a long one. We're going to be here 3 hours, 55 minutes from this point. Got plenty of fuel for it. We're IMC here, but we're not going to be in IMC. We were in IMC, now we're above it. We should get past this cloud layer just around Chicago and then be some pretty VFR the rest of the way. Meeting up with some buddies in Kansas City. We're having dinner tonight, some Kansas City barbecue. And then meetings Monday, Tuesday, back home either Tuesday night or Wednesday. So it's going to be a good set of meetings. I'll check with you in with you in a little while. We are above the clouds here. It's kind of a pretty sight coming out. We've got cruising at about 6,000 feet. We're doing that because we got this 33 knot headwind that's just crushing us. So we're doing 147 indicated, which is 165 true, but we're only doing 131 over the ground, which is a bummer. We're on course to our first waypoint here, which is called Kubim, something like that. And we've got a long way. We got 3 hours, 36 minutes before we get there. 75% power is giving us 16.3, give or take, gallons per hour. We've got a little bit of very light turbulence. Can't see it as much because I'm using a gimbal right now. But it's a little bumpy out there. And you are not going to see any semblance of the ground out there today because it is just a thick layer of overcast between us and the earth. We're going to break up here as we approach Chicago, but for now, nothing doing. We should end up with 26 gallons fuel over destination, so we're going to keep them balanced, and if we get diverted or anything and we have to stop for fuel, we will. There's a million gas stations between us and Kansas City today. This is kind of interesting. We're still in Michigan here. Clouds are starting to break up. I was taking a look at the weather down at the airport, the destination MKC, and all day today it was calling for about 270, give or take, but it looks like the winds are shifting. They're saying 280, 282. The METAR right now is showing 310. So I was sure we were going to be using runway 22 here the whole time. Right now it appears they're going to be landing on runway 1 has the best wind. So if we have to do that, I guess they'll probably put us into a right downwind maybe. I got a bunch of obstacles and I got the city on the other side. So I'm a little less comfortable with runway 01, but I can live with it. I mean, it's fine. These obstacles are not super tall or anything. And we'll be in VMC, so we'll just keep our eyes peeled. But flying, you just never know what you're going to get. This is nothing crazy. We'll be fine. The breakup of the clouds happened a little sooner than I thought it was going to be. We're only maybe 20 or 30 minutes into this flight, and that super dense overcast layer that was over my house and our departure airport is already starting to break up. You can see out front, it's turning into just some little friendly puffers. So we will be very much VMC here soon. I am just barely under the clouds now. I had to get down lower because I was staring at a 50 plus knot headwind, and I simply was not going to make it. I was going to have to stop for fuel. This at 4,000 has got me on the bottom edge of the clouds. It looks like a thin cloud band that I'm going to get through pretty quickly here, but it's kind of an interesting way to do it. We're going to enter into a little IMC here and there.
Cirrus 712 Lima Foxtrot, how are you liking the ride at 4?
Bumpy at 4, but the winds are better, so I'll keep it for now if that's okay.
Alrighty, I'll show it in the system.
Bumpy as heck. We're right at the bottom of this cloud layer. No icing potential really at 7 degrees, so fine with that. Keep an eye on it though. I'm getting rocked by the bumps. You can probably see the camera bouncing around. I can see brightness in the distance though, so we're going to get through this pretty quickly. I had to do it because we're battling a 32 knot headwind here. It was 50 and greater up at even 6,000. So just a windy, crazy day. We're just about to get past it. I'm kind of following along on my iPad down here with the enhanced satellite. So you can see we're kind of going to skirt the south edge of this thing, and then it should smooth out a bit. Hey, we're getting bumped all over the place right now. I did it because it was slowing me down, but also it was showing fuel over destination was getting a little too close for comfort. Down here at 4,000, we're now showing fuel over destination at 23 gallons, which I'm okay with. That's more than an hour of flight time. ATC didn't seem to mind. They knew we were going to get bumped around. She checked in with me and said, "How do you like it, man?" And I told her we'd keep it, but we'll see for how long. This is, I would call it, you know, in a big jet, this would be light turbulence. In this little Cirrus, let's call it moderate. We've got a little bit better headwind right now, 38. We were north of 50 a while ago. We're showing fuel over destination at a more reasonable 20 gallons now down to 19, but that's more than an hour of flight. We had to get low, which resulted in this. I mean, we are in and out of clouds, and we're just getting rocked. It's not as bad right now, but it was scary there for a minute. We were just getting bounced left and right. If you look off, you can see, sun poking through, so it's going to get better here. We just happen to be right on the edge, and we're kind of crossing a front, so it is a little bit nasty. We should be out of it in about 20 minutes or so. I've got the gimbal on my camera right now to try to reduce the amount of shake that's going on, and I still can't keep my arm steady. Back into a cloud bank right here. Yeah, just a little wispy edge. You can see the weather map down here shows us south of all the, the radar and weather, but we are by no means away from the bumps and high winds. This weather is just starting to break up, and it's beautiful. You can see the sun coming through the white puffy clouds. We were in just near darkness here a second ago. It was a little bit spooky. We were getting rocked around. We got a 39 knot headwind, so I went down low, and I'm not sure it was the right thing to do or not, but we're getting through it now, and there's the prettiness on the other side of this front, which is nasty. The nastiest of the weather is totally behind us now. It's fine now. We've got just beautiful clouds on all sides, and a lot of flat Midwest out in front of us. This is what it's like sometimes in cruise. You're just chilling, you put the seat back, and you wait. Keeping an eye on everything, of course, but there's just not a lot to do for a minute here. So I am relaxing. I already had some Oreos, which was the highlight of my cruise. Now I'm doing nothing. Staying awake, that's what I'm doing. I've got another hour and 28 before we get there. This headwind is killing me at about an hour to the flight. We're good on fuel. We're over the middle of like Illinois, about to enter Missouri. There is nothing out here. It's just flatlands, and we're coming up on the Missouri River here in not too long, which at least it'll be something to look at. But that's about it, man. It is slow going. We'll get a little situational awareness as we approach. We're going to be coming in from the northeast, and let's zoom in on our iPad here. Look at the runways. We've got 2-2 would be a straight in, but the winds are favoring right now 0-1. So my guess is they're going to bring us in and then vector us for a right downwind for 0-1 unless those winds shift on us. And you can see on the MFD here we are approaching the, I think it's the Mississippi River that turns into the Salt River. We'll get some interesting pictures here on the nose camera as we go through these little puffy clouds. We're kind of in and out of wispy clouds and sometimes some, IMC. I wouldn't call this, hard IMC. You're in and out of it. Back over Michigan, we were hard IMC for a spell. So if you like these videos, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. I'd really appreciate it. You're helping a small creator grow his channel. Nobody's going to see these if we don't have some interaction, some people hit and like and subscribe. So do me a favor, hit them, and stay tuned. I'll have more videos coming up soon.
November 712 Lima Foxtrot, Kansas City approach, expect visual approach, runway 1 downtown.
We'll expect runway 1, 2 Lima Foxtrot. Runway 1 is what I'm going to come in on. I got a bunch of obstacles. Looks like they're on right downwind for runway 1. So we'll see what they end up doing with me.
November 712 Lima Foxtrot, fly heading 220.
220, 2 Lima Foxtrot. And since we're getting headings, I'm going to go into the procedure and I'm going to activate vectors to final at this point. And given our descent, I've got the field in sight. Downtown Kansas City right there and the field just to the north of it. So we look good.
Caution, inside TFR.
We're in a TFR, but we're talking to ATC. We're on an IFR flight plan. Our descent checklist is complete. Our pre-landing, the only thing left on it is flaps and autopilot.
Turbo Cirrus 2 Lima Foxtrot, turn right 260, advising I'm downtown in sight.
Right 260, field in sight, 2 Lima Foxtrot.
Cirrus 2 Lima Foxtrot, clear visual approach runway 1 at downtown.
Clear visual runway 1 downtown, 2 Lima Foxtrot.
Cirrus 2 Lima Foxtrot, contact downtown tower 133.3. Have a good day.
Over to tower, good day. 2 Lima Foxtrot. Downtown tower, Cirrus 712 Lima Foxtrot on the visual 01.
November 712 Lima Foxtrot, downtown tower, runway 1, continue traffic holding in position prior to arrival.
We'll continue, 2 Lima Foxtrot. Where is the airport? I'm not seeing it. I lost it. There it is.
November 2 Lima Foxtrot, runway 1, cleared to land.
Cleared to run, cleared to land, runway 1, 2 Lima Foxtrot. We'll hand flat the rest of the way in. Put out that next notch of flaps, we're within speed.
42.
It is a steep Bassie.
010 contact Kansas City departure, have a good day.
Getting us over these buildings, I suppose.
500.
500. A little bumpy over the river there.
November 564 Hotel Victor, runway 1, line up and wait, traffic, Cessna, 5 mile final.
Alright, line up and wait, runway 1, 564 Hotel Victor.
November 2 Lima Foxtrot, say parking.
Signature, 2 Lima Foxtrot.
November 2 Lima Foxtrot, turn right at Kilo, then contact ground.
Right at Kilo, then over to ground, 2 Lima Foxtrot. Wow, that was one of the most steep descents, because the city's right there. They've got the Vassie set up as just this dive bomb maneuver, it felt like at least. Maybe that was just my brain. There's our marshaller. Make sure we don't hit any of these jets that are probably in town for the football game. I got her.
cool though.
I still really
Barbecue bar, that does look good.
don't care.
A cool area.